is EzeshaPlus Kenya and what it does. So kindly, sir, introduce yourself and tell us what EzeshaPlus Kenya is.
Thank you, Lynn, and thank you, Havana TV, for having me here today. It's an honor and a privilege. My name is Justus, Ronald Mokaya, and I'm, as she put it, founder and director for an organization by name EzeshaPlus Kenya, one that is registered in this county of Nairobi, whose main objective is youth and community empowerment and life-changing generally, as she puts it. Yeah.
So, sir, what does EzeshaPlus Kenya does? Like, if you want to explain yourself to someone out there who doesn't understand what EzeshaPlus Kenya does to people, or how it is a lifestyle changer thing, so kindly explain that to us.
Okay, well, we all know that youth empowerment, especially because we major in youth empowerment, Ezesha is one organization that believes that the best way to empower youth, the best way to make someone empowered, is to offer them a skill. Today you could start business for someone, and of course any other thing that is physical, but any other time a natural calamity or such can bring it to an end. So we are believers in empowering people by offering skills. So what we do at Ezesha is that we go down to the, especially informal settlements in this town of Nairobi or this city, and then we identify youth, needy youth, whom we bring to our institution. Actually, we train people, that is in partnership with the government of Kenya and other agencies and NGOs. So we literally bring youth to our institution that we have ascertained that they are needy people. We train them in a number of vocational trainings, those that we know are marketable in the current market, such as beauty therapy, dressing, catering, electrical, automotive mechanics and such. So once we bring this youth to our institution, we train them. These are government trainings. And having completed their trainings, we usually link them to attachments, then later we link them to job. So we do total transformation, that this youth that we have brought on board, by the time we release that person, is able to earn something for himself and for the dependents.
What drove you into starting this project?
Well, it's a nice question. Initially, when I came to this city, I had gone through university so I could be employed like any other person. But you see, having worked in informal settlements, because I was working initially as principal for some 2-3 private schools, I came to learn of the difficulties that people go through in this town, especially those that have gone through high school, they have completed their O level, and they could not have anyone that can link them to some opportunities, that is tertiary training. And I thought of it so widely, and having also come from a humble background initially, I thought, what if I could quit my job and begin something that can transform the youth, that can help these people to transit now from training, that is secondary school, to now get a way of earning a living. So it was literally what made me come up with this. It was out of the situation that I saw people going through, out of the challenges I saw people going through, you know, because I was serving people in an institution and I came to learn what people go through, and I said, no, let me quit this. I literally quit my job. I signed to go and start this organization, which so far has transformed thousands of lives within the city. Yeah.
So you were saying you quit your job. So which job were you doing before you started this one?
As I said, I worked as an administrator. I worked for a number of private secondary schools, and I was now in charge of one of the institutions in this city, a big college. Literally, I was working as an administrator, but I had to quit to begin this organization in around 5 years ago. Yeah.
So how do you identify these people you're helping? Like, how do you identify someone from, let's say, like as Kenya as a whole? How do you realize that this is the person that really needs this EzeshaPlus Kenya thing?
Yeah, what we do first, we first look for resources. We mobilize for resources locally and even internationally from people of goodwill. Then there's a method we use in getting the beneficiaries that we target. But mostly we use worship institutions, that is churches, mosques and such. So that we are able to give opportunities to a church, for example, a mosque. Then we tell them, now we have this program, we are targeting very needy people, we are going to sponsor them, they train, then we get them to a job. So these worship institutions, these churches and mosques and such, are able to give us the right people that they believe deserve this kind of sponsorship Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you again, as I was watching your videos on YouTube, I've seen you somewhere preaching. Are you also a pastor?
How should I say now? I admire to be one. I'm a student actually of a Bible school. I'm a student at the World Impact Bible Institute, a Canadian institute, but also working in Kenya. So I like telling people the good news of Jesus, because I also have a story of where I have come from. And I aspire to be a clergy one of these fun days. And given that I'm a student of theology, so at times I practice. It's more of an attachment. And so, yes, I do preach.
Okay, on a personal question, what are your hobbies? What do you do when you're free?